welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use these items from SheModern. Is the Chrome Purple Semi Gel Stamping Opaque Purple, and it is chromable. I'm going to be using the clear nonstick matte base or top coat that is a chrome base. It's a chrome resistant base, so you can chrome on top of it without it sticking, and I'm going to be using the gold metallic chrome. I have it already packaged. It comes packaged from SheModern in its own little bundle, and I just leave it in there for you guys. And then I did decide to throw in a stamping plate with this month's giveaway. Um, this is just a super fun background. It's got a bunch of different ones. It's got your barbed wire, your brains, your trees, your wood, your brick background. It's got a whole bunch of super fun designs, and it's just really good for year round. It is called Natural Background. It's from Pretty Fingers by Robin. And I also threw in some extra goodies as well, just some like some stickers and stuff like that that I have. So yeah, if you want to enter, we're gonna leave a purple heart and I love She Modern in the comments section so that I know that you are entering the giveaway. Also, we're gonna do designs based on all of these items. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to use them all. So the chrome purple, what I'm gonna do is I am going to lay down a full layer of it. So it is fully opaque. I wanted you to see the color. It is actually that color. It's showing true to color on the screen. And I wanted to show you like the full color that it is actually going to be versus just using it for stamping. So you can color the full nail with it, and then you just give it a cure for 60 seconds in your lamp, and it will be fully cured. It is actually fully cured and fully chromable. I just don't fully chrome the nail. You can if you want, but I just don't fully chrome it. I just like am going to show you that it is full coverage, like what the coverage looks like. I'm also going to post this giveaway on February 17th, and I'm going to run it through February the 22nd. So it is going to be running Tuesday through Sunday, and I'm going to post a winner on Monday on my community tab. I just find it's easier for me to just post it on my community tab. So if you do enter, please stay tuned for the following Monday and I will have it posted there for you. I will give the winner 48 hours. If I do not have another winner by Wednesday night, I will post a new winner on Thursday. So stay tuned on my community tab. I will also explain again at the end how to enter as well. All right, so we've got the purple opaque stamping gel fully cured. That is the color that it looks like cured. It looks really beautiful. It is super opaque, so it is going to stamp very well, as you're going to see. Now I'm going to be using the chrome resistant matte top coat. So it is a top coat, but it's like a base top coat because it's going to be the base underneath the chrome because I'm going to do chrome stamping. So I'm going to use the same purple polish to stamp and I'm going to use the gold on top of it. I just really wanted to show you how you can just use these three items to create a look in itself. So, yeah, that's basically the point of like the tutorial type videos. I'm going to be using, as I acquire more of the She Modern products, I'm going to be using them interchangeably in non giveaway videos and such. So, I'm going to be using all of them. I do have a couple of fun items that I did pick up from them, like their sticker stamping, their sticker stickies um, polish, so that you can use your gel polishes to reverse stamp. I'm still playing with that right now, but that's coming in the future. But there's a bunch of fun things you can do with different things. I'm also going to be using a purple from Bling Galleria called Fairy Tale Twist, just as a base coat, just to do something a little bit different to show you that you can stamp over top of just like a regular gel polish. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the matte on there and I'm going to just stamp with both of them or on top of both colors. So yeah, I'm just applying that. I'm going to give it a full 60-second cure. My other one with the matte top coat is already in the lamp, getting a full 60-second cure. And what I like to do with any matte top coat is I like to rub it down with a little bit of acetone after it's fully cured, just to make sure that it is like really matted and just ready to go. It's just a thing that I do personally with matte top coat. I don't know why. It just to me seems like it just cleans it off like really good and it dries really fast and just like sucks any moisture, oil, anything out of it and it's just ready to go. So, right now I am just making sure that I've got a good even layer on this tip and then I'm going to put it into the lamp and I'm going to give it a full cure for 60 seconds just to make sure that everything is kind of looking good and we are ready to go. So I'm going to work on this other nail. This purple matte looks really pretty. I would totally wear it by itself too. It's really, really pretty. But now I wanted to show you how I was going to stamp over top of it and chrome the stamping on top of it. So like I was saying, I like to wipe my nail with a little bit of acetone. For me, that's just a thing that I do. I found that it really mattifies it and it gets the mat ready, whether I'm going to marble or stamp or do chrome isolation. I just feel like this just gives it that extra, just crispy mattedness to make it like the perfect like spot to do any kind of isolated chrome or marbling. It just works. I'm going to use this plate that I got on Amazon. It is a marble design plate from Nicole Diary. I just got it off Amazon. I typed in stamping plates on Amazon and I was looking for something like this. So I just grabbed it and it works. This is my first time really trying it out. I had been meaning to pull it out several times. I just hadn't. And I figure why not try it out with this video? I wanted to show you that the stamping gel does pick up relatively easy and the lines are able to be picked up as well. Because sometimes stamping gel can be like hit or miss. So, first thing about stamping gel is you really, really want to be careful about getting it on your skin. Um, just be really careful. If you do wipe it off immediately and don't cure any of it on your skin, just be very careful about that just because you don't want to get any kind of like contact dermatitis. So just please be careful when using gel and touching your skin. Wipe it off immediately or try your best to not even get it on your skin. But I also wanted to show you this one because some people have a hard time stamping with gels. And as you see, that picked up amazingly well. You want to make sure that you're scraping off a good amount of the gel, but you're leaving enough to fill the design itself. And then when you're using the SheModern stamping gel, you want to leave it on the stamper for about 10 seconds or so that it doesn't smudge when you go to apply it to the nail. It just makes it a little bit easier. And then we are also stamping purple on purple, but I am going to chrome it so it'll show up chromed when we get there. But that's just kind of like you could leave the stamping gel after you wiped it off. You could leave it since you are fully curing it and it is no wipe. You could leave it as a purple on purple, like a matte, like a glossy on matte design. You could just leave it like that if you wanted to. I did get the clear for that purpose of doing that. So that is something fun I have coming up, just like a clear on matte surface design, which I think could be really cool just with stamping because then you can stamp any image and keep it looking glossy over top the matte and it just give it like a cool look. Now, this is the one I picked up, and I wanted to show you that it picked up all of the little intricate lines and stuff like that. So the SheModern polishes are some of the easiest polishes that I found that work really well. Even the air dry. Like I usually am an air dry stamping polish person, but I have been loving their gels. I loved their air dry so much that I started trying out their gels for stamping, and they are so awesome. So if you're on the fence about stamping or you're having a hard time, definitely recommend checking out their polishes. It took me a good amount of time to actually buy them, honestly, because they are expensive. They're 18 something or $18 a bottle, but they do run sales often if you sign up for their newsletter. And it definitely is worth it if you ask me, because obviously I bought a couple of bottles to try it out and then I started doing more stuff with it. And I was like, yep, this is easy to use. So I gave up stamping because it was hard for a while, but your products matter, your scrapers matter, your stamping stamper that you're using to pick up your images matters, your polish you're using to stamp with matters. So try changing up a couple of things if you're having issues. Um, If you want to leave a comment, I'm happy to help and troubleshoot issues with you, but I definitely say start with changing up a couple of things and trying quality products, and that would definitely help for sure if you're having trouble. Just do not give up. Maybe postpone it for like a few days, but like don't give up because once you get the hang of it, you will be like, why why didn't I keep doing this before? If you give up and wait for a long time. But it is really easy once you get the hang of it. And I'll be showing more tips and tricks and stuff as well, going through the stamping and stuff since I've picked it back up and I've become like addicted all over again. Now I'm just putting the matte top coat on the other purple nail. The one that we were stamping, I finalized my design. I've got it in the lamp. I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds and then I'm going to chrome that design that we marbled-ish on the nail. So right now I'm just putting the matte top coat on top of this nail so that we can get a different design. So on the thumbnail, you already saw the designs that I did. So basically, just showing you how I got there, step by step. So it's a little bit of a slower paced video because I'm trying to leave more of my videos in real time. Just because I feel like when it's tutorial based, I feel like it's a little bit more helpful if I leave everything closer to real speed so that you can follow along or pause if you'd like to, and it's just easier to follow. All right, so I cured this for 60 seconds and I want to show you adding the chrome to the nail. Now, I added way too much. Now, you do not need a lot of the chrome at all, but I put on way too much chrome. So this is way too much. I should have stopped at like one or two little dabs, but this was way too much. But I really wanted to show you that you can cover the entire nail, rub it in, and then I use a different end of the little eyeshadow brush and I just wipe off the excess. I start rubbing it a little bit harder. And as you see, it's starting to disappear from the spots where the matte is, where the color is not. And you really start to see the chrome design coming through. But ultimately, when I'm using chrome, I like to use the square, um, not square, either like the triangle beauty sponges. And I'll have to show you here in a second. I really like to use them for like it's like a beauty blender. I really like to use those for rubbing off the excess chrome because it really just gets off all the rest of it. And I'm going to show you here in a second that all of the chrome is off. None of it is stuck in places where the stamping wasn't, and it is a perfectly chromed design. So if you are struggling with chrome isolation even, just grab that top coat and you see that there is 0 chrome stuck to anything that is not stamped. So that is that design. That design's fully done. All it needs to happen is it just needs to be top coated and it is good to go. So I'm not too worried about that one. I'm just gonna let it sit over there. I've got my acetone. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wipe the nail. It could be something like that if you're having issues and wanting to try adding something a little bit different, maybe try mattifying or like putting some acetone and like making your mat just a little bit more matte with certain things. Also, I was like, my gloves are so chromy. And they were getting everywhere. Like there's a chrome mess. Like when I use chrome, it's always like a mess. Chrome and stamping together is just a mess. So you just gotta try to minimize the mess as best as you can. But I just decided to stick with this stamping plate because the stamping plate was just it was working and it had a lot of designs on it, a lot of fine lines, and just picking up the design and putting it onto the nail, it just worked out really well. It's the first time I had tried the stamping plate. And sometimes the stamping plate doesn't really work very well. Some plates aren't grooved enough or they don't hold the polish very well or whatever, but the stamping plate worked out really well. And I just decided to kind of go in random places and just put different marble designs because it just wasn't really going for anything in particular, but just kind of showing you how easy it is to pick up the designs, really, and then laying them on the nail. It's best when using this one if you just leave it on the stamper for about 10 seconds just to kind of let it do its thing. I was playing with the stained glass design and it wasn't picking up the way that I wanted it to earlier in the day, so I just decided to go with this plate and it just ended up working out better for me. I just have to play with them a little bit more. Playing with these different polishes is just so fun. And then I'm using the scraper just to wipe off any excess parts that I didn't want of the stamp. and you can use it as like an eraser per se, and just dab off any spots that you just don't want to use, and it just sticks onto the card and just makes the stamper a little more clean for the exact design you want. And then when you're stamping, make sure that you're pressing all the way down, and you can sometimes rock the stamper a little bit so that you're getting the full edge of the nail, because thumbnails tend to be wider. So it's a little bit harder to get all the way to the edge. And if you miss the edge of the design, sometimes it can look a little weird personally if you're looking at your own nails. But it's relatively easy once you get the hang of it, though. That's my best, like, advice is that you just really have to get the hang of stamping, just like learning something new, you just have to get the hang of it and figure out what works for you, and then just kinda go with that. But I'm keeping it all step by step. I didn't edit out very much, just, like, basically the curing time, but, yeah, it's relatively simple, and this purple is really, really pretty. I can see why they chose the purple for February with it being, like, amethyst and everything, but, yeah, that's just like a abstracty design I decided to just go with. I was like, "Why not?" Give it a full cure for 60 seconds, and then I decided to use a different chrome to give it a different look. I didn't wanna use the gold, so you can use a different chrome. This is just a unicorn chrome that I think it shifts, like, pink or purple. It's like a pinky purple color, and it works the same way. So I just wanted to show you it works with regular chrome as well. This is just a unicorn chrome. It's gonna give it like a softer purple look. So you can do it with any chrome that you have. It doesn't have to be the SheModern chrome. Because I mean, if you want the look of the purple still, when you use that gold chrome over top of the purple, it's pretty much going to knock out the base color of the purple. So if you want to keep the purple look and you still want a chrome, then you can use a glaze chrome, or you can use a chrome like this that's got like a purpley shift to it, so you can still see like the base color purple, but you still have that chrome look to it, and it's not overpowering like the gold is. So, yeah, there's just another option with the chrome. You just cure it for 60 seconds. It is not a question in how long you have to cure it. Cure it for 60 seconds and it's ready to go. And that is that design. You still see the purple through it and it's still chromed. So, yeah, those are the two designs. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to top coat those two designs, but same products really. I just wanted to do one with the gold chrome and one with the unicorn chrome. Simple enough, no question, 60-second cure, works excellent every time you do it, and pretty to the point, really. So I went ahead and put a top coat on them. I have a separate chrome top coat that I use for when I do chrome designs. One is for unicorn chromes, one is for darker chromes. But here is how everything looks. Zero chrome stuck to the background where the stamp was not. The matte chrome resistant top coat is amazing. Chef's kiss. The chrome stamping gel worked amazing, and that purple is beautiful. So, again, if you want to enter the giveaway, purple heart and I love She Modern in the comments, and look back next Monday for the winner in my community post. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next video.